Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Ero F2. From myself, low key. I think Mickey might be joining me. JJ is not here today. I think he said he's at the cinema or he's a bit busy. So it's either going to be just me or me and Miku. But I'm sure we'll be having a good race as China does generally tend to throw up some type of. We'll go with good racing. We won't say carnage, but obviously the high tire wear can cause quite a few different types of strategies. Obviously, your optimal strategy is probably, I would say, medium hard, maybe. Personally, obviously, I've got a race tomorrow. I've not actually done any practice yet. But after this race, I'm going to be sweating maybe for a couple hours just to see what we can get out of it. But yeah, so I feel like the best strategy will probably be medium soft because as far as I can remember, at least going off the last game, the soft tires don't last long whatsoever. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the drivers that do choose to start on the softs in qualifying. Let me just make sure that my mic isn't muted though, because sometimes shit likes to play up. Okay, let me just quickly. Oh yeah. Yes, I do want to practice after this. I might pop out maybe for like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes though, but when I come back, definitely need to practice. But yeah, so it should be an interesting race. So far, in F2, I think it's been pretty competitive up till now. I just bring up the standings really quickly, because I can't quite remember specifically who's been doing what. I'm sure you guys remember, it wasn't last time out, but I think it was the first race of the season at USA. Quite crazy. That was the last time I was here. Obviously, I didn't commentate last week, so I don't actually know what happened in Brazil. But if this race is anything like USA, we'll definitely be in for some entertainment. So it looks like, okay, Jamie Morris took his first victory of the season last time out. Obviously, he had a very big chance to win around USA as well, but that race was just entirely crazy. So it didn't pan out for him, but he did get the win last time out. He finished in second place. It looks like it was Super Thomas. So Super Thomas in his first start of the season taking the second step on the podium, and then Aldridge taking his second podium in a row in his first season in Ero F2. So hopefully he'll be trying to keep up that run. He currently leads the standings by 6 points from Jamie Morris, who also took the fastest lap last time out. Liam Cross, who took his first victory in ERO and the first victory of the season last time out. He's third in the standings. He finished in P10 in Brazil, so he'll be looking to get a better result. So covering the top three at the moment is 7 points. So it'll be interesting to see who can really steal the march going into this race. Obviously, we've got Austria after this, so quite a few fun tracks to race at. We've got Austria, then we've got France, Spain, Portugal, Baku, Japan, Britain, Russia, Hungary, Belgium, Saudi Arabia, which I've still not actually done a race around. I've done a couple time trial laps, but I haven't put too much effort into it. Singapore, Imola, rounding out with Monza. So that'll be on the 28th of May, I believe. So that'll be the last race of season 7. But for tonight, as you can see, the drivers are now ready. So we'll be underway very, very shortly. Let me see what Miku said, because I don't know if he said he wants to join or not. It might save my voice a little bit if there is a lot going on. But yeah, we're gonna have another race winner because obviously we've had 2 up until now, and also the weather, because I saw there was a little bit of rain in F3. I think that was, I'm not sure if it was the race, but I know there was rain in quali. So again, it'll be interesting to see what the weather throws up here. Oh, we don't want that. Pro. Why did Woutinho say pro? I don't understand. And also, if you're watching, don't forget to hit the like button, as I'm sure Woutinho would probably remind you, or you probably had enough of him reminding you by now. Yo, I think that's Sarakaya. Yo, what's good? So 15 seconds till we start. I think we're gonna have a really good season in F2. I think the driving standards are very, very high. There's quite a lot of quick drivers here. Obviously, Jericho Balgos, who absolutely dominated in USA, but after the wrong strategy call, he ended up finishing, I believe it was P8. He didn't actually start the last race. So let's see if we're gonna get another winner in China. So look, if we're gonna get a third winner in China, I'll be on my seat next season. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah. So let's see. It looks quite dark. Let me ask what the weather is. Shit. You know, but sometimes I feel like not knowing the weather actually makes it a bit more entertaining. Because obviously when you don't know the weather, I can't tell you guys that you don't really know what to expect. As it was in USA, obviously me and JJ had absolutely no idea what the weather was gonna be, and when it was thrown at us, very bad, very, very bad. Okay, so dry. It's looking like it's dry. Even though I just said it's probably better I don't tell you. I guess I thought I'd tell you anyways. But yeah, just a reminder to the people that are joining this. At the moment, it's looking like it's just going to be me today, as JJ is busy. So unless somebody else joins me, which I don't mind, to be honest, I can manage on my own, I'd like to think, as Jesper leaves the session. I'm not too sure why. Hopefully we can get him back in as soon as possible. But I anticipate we'll probably see quite a few of the drivers going for the mediums. Maybe I've just got that completely wrong, and the soft tires are actually okay. But again, I've not actually done any practice as of yet for my race tomorrow, so I don't actually know. It's basically me guessing and assuming just based off the previous F1 titles. But anyways, so qualifying is underway. We've got Mo HD, obviously a new driver to F2 this season. He's going to be the first man to set a lap, barring any invalidations or spins or whatever. We'll see what's he done up until now. So again, he was one of the people that was on for a very good result, as Jesper's been disqualified. Oh gosh. I don't know what's going to happen with that, because I don't know if that's got anything to do with him disconnecting from the lobby. Yeah, so in regards to Mo, he was another one of the drivers that was on for a very, very good result in the first race of the season. Last time out, he actually did not finish, so he'll be looking to change that here in China. We'll follow him on board for his first lap, and for what is most likely going to be the first lap of this qualifying session. We'll see how he takes some of the things. Obviously, I'm going to be also learning a bit watching these guys, because like I said, I've not actually done any practice yet for my race tomorrow, so I'm going to be taking as many little tips as possible. I've already found one actually from the last corner. I didn't really know you could take all of that sausage curb on the inside. It's nice to see Champ racing. Yeah, it is. I can join you on comms if you want. Yeah, I don't mind. If you want, it's not if I want. If you want to join, then feel free. But it just depends on Mickey, because I feel like when there's 3 people commentating, it's just too much. My head starts to hurt. Should I invite you? I wonder. What? Okay, I'm assuming he's saying he wants to join then. Yeah, I think Mickey wants to I think Mickey wants to join. So I'm assuming he's saying he wants me to invite him. I'll do that in a second after Mo finishes this lap. DRS wide open. It's going to be interesting because obviously you've got 2 fairly long straights. So it'll be interesting to see what type of aero people run. If you are aggressive, you'd probably find it a lot easier to defend and overtake cars. But that was very aggressive over that final apex, and the first lap is a 1:31.1. Again, I don't really know how fast that is, but there's a Mercedes also coming across the line, Jericho Balgos, who matches that, and they're only separated by 0.02 of a second. Where is the... Oh yeah, he wants the invite. Oh, I didn't even know. Okay, cool. Sorry, I didn't know that still. I had no idea you were in the lobby. Sorry, wait. Shit, how do I do this? Fuck. Sorry, excuse my language. Mickey, can you invite me to a party, please? Because I'm still relatively new to the PS5, so it gets a little bit confusing. So just send me over an invite and I'll hop in. But there's an Alpha Alpha. There's an Aston Martin spun. I think it's eating my dust. Yeah, so he's had an issue towards the end of the middle sector. He's having to let a few cars go. So just to keep up with the times that have been coming in. So the top three now separated by just about under a tenth of a second. Jericho Balgos slap bang in the middle of Ferret and Mo HD. Not signed up still. Who's going to win the race? Yeah, have a look at the voting poll. Who do you guys think is going to win this race? Who's yet to do a lap and who is doing a lap? We've got quite a few cars coming through the final sector. I'm kind of all over the place at the moment. Just give me a few seconds to recalibrate my mind. Okay, Liam Cross or somebody's coming through the final sector. Liam Cross is on the medium, so he's improving by a tenth of a second. Let's see what he can do in this final sector. 1 corner to go. Is he going to use it? Oh no, he goes into the pits. So actually, yeah, he was out of VRS, so that wasn't going to happen. You've got a Haas and a McLaren. I believe that might be Champ that's about to come across the line. What's he going to do? He goes up into P4 on a 31.7, whilst Malberg just goes a little bit slower, a tenth slower on a 31.8. Mickey, can you invite me to a party, please? Joined one. Okay, yeah, cool. Aston Martin, I think that's Eat My Dust, comes across the line and he does a 2:24, so he's going to go again on those mediums. They'll be a little bit hot, maybe slightly worn, but it shouldn't be anything too crazy, basically. He should still be able to do another hot lap. Again, I don't really know these things, I'm just assuming, but I don't think my assumptions are that far out. Hopefully they're not. Somebody please tell me if they are. To be honest, me personally, I generally find myself being able to do 2 laps. The track doesn't really matter. And this is like Spa, because obviously you do 2 laps, then you're out of time. But I think it obviously depends a lot on the driving style. And Miguel got a massive amount of dirty air there behind Hassan in the Red Bull, and he's still actually in front of him. I'm not sure if he's on a hot lap. I hope he's not, because then this would be massively compromising. He almost actually goes out into him on the exit, and he's up by 6 tenths, so he was on a lap there. So that may be investigated by the stewards after you're in this party. Oh, why is it not? Nothing's coming up on my screen. I've not been getting any notifications today. I don't know why. Yeah, there we go. Even when people were inviting me, I didn't get no notifications. But hello, can you hear me? Hello? Okay, I'm now in the party, so you guys should hear Miku, I think, whenever you start.
Put the mic on. Well done.
There you go. There you go. How you doing, mate? You alright?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, I had no idea you were in the lobby. I was waiting for you to reply on the Discord, and I was thinking, okay, I guess he's not.
No problem.
So what are your thoughts been? Have you been keeping up to date with F2 up until now, or?
I have to admit, despite I'm the head steward, I haven't been looking at the results itself, so no.
You've just been looking at the incidents, not the results.
Yeah, which have been quite shocking last race at least.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, at the moment, so on track, I believe Mo HD is starting a lap. So Jericho and Ferret are on out laps. Obviously, you can see the top 3 separated by just under a tenth, so it should be a good battle for pole that we have here.
Let me actually find the standings first, then I can comment more.
Yeah, that's all right. So that sounded fairly flat out there. Again, like I said, I'm also taking tips, so you might just hear me make reference to very small things, but hopefully it pays off tomorrow. You guys.
I've not done China in months.
Yeah,
I think the last one is maybe even Ero. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, the first time I did China was last week. So Mo tried to steal a little slipstream there. I don't know how much he would have gained from that. He might have actually lost a bit from it, but we'll find out when he comes across the line. But yeah, as I was saying, the first time I actually did China on this game was last week Sunday after the horror show, which was Brazil for me at least. Very, very bad race. But yeah, we don't need to recap on that too much. Mo coming through the last corner, he absolutely sent that. This may be quicker than what he's done at the moment. Yes, it is. It's a 1:31.0. So we'll follow the Mercedes of Jericho Balgos on board, who you can see improved by just around half a tenth in that first sector. We should have a very good battle for pole position on the way here. I can't actually see how much time is left. 8 minutes left in the session. So it should be interesting. There's quite a few yellow flags around on the track at the moment. But we watched Ero, who's improved, by which I think that was just about under 2 tenths. I didn't quite catch that as he came across the sector 2 line, but we'll see whether or not Mo really did lose time trying to take that slipstream in this last sector. And it's 100-meter board for the brakes, I assume. It probably always is around that corner. Very high speeds you reach at the end of that straight, around 200 miles per hour. Jericho sends it again. It looks very, very clean over that yellow sausage curb, so you can most definitely take that. And he goes quicker by 2 tenths of a second to Mo HD. So he's put a little bit of a gap between himself and the Red Bull. But you've got Ferret currently on the lap, but he's actually lost time, so he won't be improving on this lap unless he can find something crazy. And there's cars kind of scattered all over the track. Where is Jamie Morris? He's on an out lap at the moment, so should be interesting to see where he filters out when he does get a lap completed, because obviously he has been very, very competitive in regards to his pace in the first 2 races. Oh, Chelsea won. Oh my God. Incredible. Okay, they won. Wow. Oh, sorry, I'm an Arsenal fan, to anybody that cares.
Oh, that's good for me.
Yeah?
I'm more of a Chelsea fan.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
you'll be happy then. Yeah, I was watching the final, and again, I wasn't actually getting any, I wasn't getting any notifications. Wait, is the film started? I wasn't actually getting any notifications.
You know it's a good match when you get a red card at 120 plus 6.
Exactly. Yeah. That's actually very true. Wait, why did this? Okay, wait, hold on. Give me like 1 minute, 1 second. Okay, my apologies. I actually received a phone call from my mother, but you can see Jamie Moore's cutting that massively. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always funny when you catch somebody red-handed, because for some, by chance, you're riding on board with them. So
I can say about Jamie's lap that it was a good one, but he pretty much lost P1 on sector 1, lost a tenth.
Interesting.
There, over a tenth there.
Okay.
Gained on second sector, but then lost a bit on third sector, but it all was already lost at sector 1.
Well then, with that in mind, it should be a very, very good battle for pole position, because obviously they're only separated by slightly just over a tenth of a second. You actually got Mo HD out on another lap in the Red Bull, and this is probably going to be his final run. He might try 2 runs on his tires. He's actually done a purple sector 1. He's improved by over a tenth. So again, the battle for pole is looking very, very interesting. He's got his Red Bull teammate just up ahead. I wonder if that's going to be a slipstream tactic. Hopefully he doesn't actually get held up by his teammate in this middle sector. As you can see, he's going to get dirty air, definitely. Is he going to jump out of the way? This could be the second time that he's actually caused him some grief, and he does manage to get out of the way. We'll see if he lost any time in that middle sector. Hopefully he didn't know. He's actually gained time. He's up by almost 3/10 of a second. So this is looking like a very, very competitive lap for Mo if he can hold it up. With only, well, what, two corners to go after this. The yellow flag's been waved in the first sector. It looks like it should be okay. So the Red Bull's going to blast down the straight. We'll watch that, the HUD at the bottom of the screen to see if he does reach 200 miles per hour, and he doesn't. He reaches 199, but obviously still very quick. He maybe missed the apex slightly. That might have cost him a bit of time, a little bit out of shape on the exit as well. He's going to go into the final corner. Is he going to keep it inbounds? Yes, he does. Is it going to be provisional pole though? Yes, it is.
Nice one.
That was a very good lap from Mo. So what can the rest do in response to that? So he set the benchmark for the others to follow. There's 2 minutes left in the session, and almost everybody is out on the track. We do want to ride on board with Jericho Balgos, who's only got a few corners before he starts his lap. But I think before we do that, actually, we'll stay on board with Ferret, who obviously set a very, very competitive first lap time of the session. Can he pick up some ground on the rest of those up ahead of him? The race winner of what was the last race? Brazil. Aldridge is currently out on the medium tires, so he's probably looking at a different strategy, and Ferry is also improving by 1.5 tenths. So I'm not sure how much the track ramps up around China, but it looks like they're all finding time out there on the track.
Actually, on other tracks, I've only started to like really check how much the evolution is, and I think most tracks it's about 2 tenths during the whole quality, so it shouldn't be that much.
Interesting. Well, again, Ferret's actually up by over 2.5 tenths of a second, so he might also drop into the 130s. Can he put himself in the top 3? You've also got Jericho, who's started his lap. He's come through the first sector, so we'll just keep an eye on that as he comes through the all-important middle sector of this lap, which is essentially where most of your time gained, and obviously turn 1, 2, and 3. Probably the hardest part of this track, I'd say. But looks like Ferret's backed out. What happened there? He just got thrown into the pits.
Oh, he disconnected.
Oh
my god, what a shame, man.
Yes, you saw that there. Ferret unfortunately disconnects. He only had a few corners to go, but Jericho's up by 0.5 tenth, so it might not be enough. He'll have to find some time in this final sector, otherwise it's looking like it could be Mo at least on provisional pole. You've got Jamie Morris about to cross the line now. He does cross it with just 10 seconds to go, so he'll be one of the last people over the line. But can Jericho put his Mercedes on provisional pole? Only 1 corner to go. He's going to have to find a little bit more time, so you might see him absolutely send it through this final corner. Does he? Yes, he does. Is he going to keep it in bounds? Yes, he did. Is he going to be provisional pole? No, it's not.
Only 1,000 improvement. Okay.
He actually lost time through the final sector, so we'll ride on board with Jamie Morris, who's improving very, very slightly, though. So he'll need to find a bit more. We've got a few McLarens, or got quite a few cars coming through the middle sector.
He's improving by 3 tenths almost after middle sector.
And I believe that was Super Thomas that just came over the line to go P8, and then Libba now beats him on a 31.5. So Champ, who's also coming down the back straight, Lecala goes P10. You can see on the left-hand side the timing screens as Jamie Morris goes purple in the middle sector, and he's improved by 1.5 tenths. So can he put his Haas on pole position? There's 2 cars out of the session, I think they've retired. If you do remember the first race at USA, he had an opportunity to put it on pole with the last lap, but he made it. Well, unfortunately, he made a mistake coming out of the final corner. Is he going to make it happen on this occasion? He's only got 2 corners to go, and Champ goes P5. Very, very good lap, 31 flat for him. So he'll start on the 3rd row of the grid. But what can Jamie Morris do in the Haas? He's only got 1 corner to go. Is it going to be provisional pole, or is he going to start from P4? He sends it and he makes it stick.
Nice.
Oh, that looked brilliant. Is it going to be pole position? Oh, yes, it is.
Nice. What a great lap.
So it was a brilliant lap at the end there from Jamie Morrison. He gets pole position. I don't believe Murphy's on a lap at the moment. No, he's not. Is anybody else on a lap?
No. Murphy has done his lap already, so that's
no, he's not. And he's okay. I was thinking, is it gonna glitch? Hopefully not. Cause I think I'm not sure if. Yeah, has he rejoined?
Right now. Ooh.
Oh.
Let's hope that doesn't glitch. He hasn't done a lap, so it might not glitch.
Oh yeah, hopefully not, because lobby restarts are becoming a very common theme on Codemasters games. But nonetheless, very close.
Let's be honest. Who does a game where you can't rejoin?
Yeah.
Honestly, man.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I guess hopefully all we can do is hope that in the future they fix it, but let's hope it doesn't make the lobby bug out now. Because at the moment, because obviously everybody's starting on the softs, but I was of the mindset that maybe the mediums were better than the softs around this track.
Yes, definitely. I think that tire wear from softs hasn't increased significantly.
Okay. Well, with that in mind,
it's the best race tire.
Yeah, I was thinking surely.
But I think it's still soft medium. That it has changed. That's the best strategy.
Okay, soft medium. So you heard it here from Miku first. Soft medium is the best strategy. I guess it won't be long until we find out. The top three covered by just under a tenth and a half, so it should be very competitive there. And then you've got Patuka, Champ with a very late lap there to put himself up into P5. We've got McLaren 5 and 6. Ferret P7, unfortunately disconnected. He was actually improving by 2/10 of a second. Miguel, which I'm not sure if he's a reserve or not. Miguel, I don't know. Libernau and Thomas, Super Thomas rounding out the top 10. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying that. Remember how we commented on Zurup's last sector and how he missed Apex and then lost the car almost? Well, he lost exactly 2/10
on the
last sector, and that cost him the pole.
Yeah, I imagine it did because yeah, it was a very good lap. You can see the sun shining there, so we're in for a dry race. So if you can hear some ruffling.
Let me actually check. I can actually. Oh well, okay. When the formation lap starts, I think I can see the weather. So.
Okay. Wait, what's this? I just got. Yeah. Hold on.
But they said it would be dry. I hope there is this little 60-minute rain. In case of safety cars, it would spice up a bit at the end. That would be the ideal one. Oh! No, it's starting normal.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so we'll find out very soon if I need to keep one headset off my ear just in case my phone rings, because for some reason all my notifications have just been not working.
There's absolutely no rain.
Yeah, none at all. You can see that in the background, sun is shining, skies are blue.
It's gonna be cloudy for the first half an hour, and then it's actually gonna get even warmer.
Okay. Maybe that will. Well, yeah, I know temperatures definitely do affect the tires as well. How much though, I don't know specifically because I've never. Oh wow! So you see that? Have you seen the tires?
Oh, Ferret has left again. Oh no.
Have you seen the starting tires?
I'm actually only now starting to check it.
Yeah, so you can see everybody bar Liam and Aldridge have gone for the hard tires. So this is effectively what I was saying at the start of the stream in regards to the soft tires not lasting very long. So you'll probably maybe around what I'd assume is maybe around lap 6 you'll start to see the soft tires really start to fall off. It'll be interesting what Liam can do. You say 3, 4?
Probably like same pace guys. It's probably lap 4 or 5. The soft start to struggle.
Okay, that's very interesting. That is very interesting.
What I remember is quite thick. so that's really
yeah, it would be because probably on the rears as well because there's a lot of traction, rear limited areas, especially this long corner here taking you onto the back straight where you're literally pulling the left rear, especially around the corner. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the drivers can do, especially those on the softs, how long they can take them, because that will probably be the deciding factor in this race, because the guys on the hards are going to have no problem going hard medium.
Has Ferry turned the session back?
I've not seen it. I think he's not yet. He's still ghosted. I think he might be taking control of his car now.
He
has to wait. Yeah.
He has to wait. I think he can take control. I actually had the same disconnection problem yesterday, so I could take control just before the lights went out. But yeah, it's not ideal, definitely.
Yeah, hopefully if he does it quickly, because the cars are lining up on the grid.
No, he's not. He's not in the.
He's not.
He's not
okay.
in the server.
Okay. So let's hope we don't have some type of lobby glitch. But what I do know that we will have is an entertaining race. You can see the difference in tyre strategy there. So a lot of those guys are going to be going hard medium. So the guys on the softs are really going to have to show. Oh, Ferret's rejoined.
Oh, it's going to be tight for him to join before the start.
He's rolling onto the grid. I think he's not taken control yet. We may have a problem. Hopefully not, though. The lights going to go. Yes, they are. Okay, so 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're on the way in China. It looks like Mo's got a better start of the. Yeah, yes, most definitely. Oh, Jericho Balgos is actually pushing his way through. You can see the front three abreast.
No.
Oh, they made contact. Jericho's round.
Yep.
And then Super. I think that Super Thomas is off as well.
Miguel. Oh, there are people.
Oh, there's a lot going on in the background, and you can see that Jericho Balgos made contact with Jamie Morris in turn 1, and unfortunately that means that he's all the way at the back. And you can see that there's a McLaren going up the inside of Libanau there. Miguel making places. Also, there's quite a lot of going on. I think that's Yome getting around the outside of Malberg, who I'm not sure if he has damage or not, but it looked like he was going a little bit slowly there in the Haas. Jericho's now going to have to make his way past all these hard tyre runners as soon as possible. So we're going to have to follow this one, but he's actually going to go around the outside, and there's carnage up ahead. There's a Ferrari going slowly.
That's Ferret.
I think Ferret may have rejoined probably at the worst time possible, and Liam has got damage. I think he's lost his front wing. So the Mercedes has got damage. You can see he was getting massive understeer there.
He has front wing, but yeah, he has lost the left end plate.
Yeah, left end plate is gone completely. So quite a lot going on there. You can see the leader Mo weaving down the back straight. They're all gonna form into the slipstream. I think that's the Alpine trying to go up the back of Lecala, battle for P11. You've got Jericho Balgos down in P13. Murphy and Libanau switching places. They're fighting for P5 and P6, so they're gonna go side by side into the final corner. Murphy gets the place, or retains the position rather. So Libanau really trying to make waves on lap 1 as Mo is leading out in front and Miguel comes into the pits.
Yeah, there was a lot of action going on in the. Like it already started with them going 3 wide, the leaders going 3 wide into turn 1. That was never going to work. Zurb wanted to avoid any collision, so he just sent it.
Yeah.
There was no collision or from his side, but Jamie and Jericho collided. Yeah, that's. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting in the steward's room if Jericho does in fact decide to protest that. Obviously, these are probably 2 of the title contenders for this season.
Oh, Jericho around the outside, no?
Yeah, it's going to be, it's effectively very race critical round. There's yellow flags, and is that Jamie Morris's round?
No,
Jamie Morris has spun out.
Jamie has bottled it already. No, man.
Yeah, Jamie Morris's round, so he's going to drop down as Lecala goes up the inside of Jamie Morris. He's going to have very hot soft tyres, and that will also increase the wear on those softs. So he's going to struggle now to get those tyres to maybe around lap 6, 7, 8. You can see he's almost losing the rear coming through the final corner. It's going to be Jericho Balgos actually who's going to be looking at his rear wing. We're going to have 4 cars here. As you can see, they're going to go side by side, and Jamie Morris looks like he's actually conceding the position. He's quite defensive. Oh, we're going to have about 4 wide.
Oh my god, yeah, Jamie backed out. Smart.
Yeah, so, and the Ferrari Ferry actually cuts the apex of the chicane, but Jamie Morris has probably got a lot of you come into the pits.
I hope he doesn't give up. That's the worst
No, it should probably put on hards. I don't think now's the time to give up. It's only lap 3, still a very, very long way to go. Sorry about the switching if it's getting a little bit confusing. I'm quite confused myself about what's going on. But Masiek in P8 on the hards is looking in a very, very nice position. If he can at least keep up to pace for the next 3 or 4 laps or so. Wait, Champ is P2?
Yeah, but it all that Carnage behind him, and he walked quite well at the end.
So a very nice start for Champ. He's up into P2. We'll see how long he can keep those softs in good condition. The only problem is he hasn't got the DRS. So Patuka and Murphy will be very, very close onto him coming down the back straight. Mo Hates, he's got a 2.7 second lead out in front. So he's looking very, very comfortable at the moment. But the main battle is going on for P9 here. We've got about 5 cars within DRS of one another. You've got Jamie Morris, who's actually gone for the medium tires, interestingly enough. So he's going to have to stop again.
Liam as well.
Interesting. So they chose not to go for the hards. So they're going to have to pit again. They're probably thinking about the possibility of a safety car as Lecala is being mugged down the straight.
No.
And the Codemasters aren't giving us a very nice camera angle whatsoever. So we'll have to watch it on board the Williams, who slots in behind nicely. And Jericho picks up another position. He's got Masiek next up ahead on the track. But the only problem is these soft tyres are not going to last at a good pace for much longer, as Patuka and Champ are switching places going into turn 1. So this is the battle for the podium. They're going to go wheel to wheel. And is Champ going to make it through on the inside? Or he takes the position. He makes quite heavy contact with Patuka. He might actually lose out to Champ's teammate Murphy in the McLaren, who's currently in P4. There's yellow flags. Why are the yellow flags? Libenau spun out. Is he out?
No.
No, he's not.
Just spun it on the exit of turn 3 or 4. I'm not actually sure. Anyway.
So already those soft tires, probably the rears, are not looking in amazing shape.
For mediums.
Interesting. And what tires did Jessica start on? Did you start on the softs?
Let me actually check.
Actually, I think because the soft tires don't last so long, maybe that's why.
Hard, so he must have gotten damage or just.
Okay.
Fun.
Yeah, I need to figure out how long these medium tires last. Let me check the. Why is this thing still on my screen? Sorry, I'm trying to look at you guys' comments. This poll is still open.
I really haven't done China so long, so I can't say anything anymore.
Jamie, okay.
Tires.
Yeah. As I was thinking, how long will the mediums last? Because obviously Jamie Morris wasn't actually too far behind when he made the pit. He was still quite in the mix of the pack. Jericho Balgos is actually getting past Masiek finally. And you've got Patuka has come into the pits. So Patuka's chosen to go into the pits on lap 4. Very early stop for Patuka to get rid of those soft tyres. It'll be interesting to see what tyres he chooses to go onto as Hassan gets a 3-second time penalty. Also, you've got quite a big convoy of cars currently between P9, or still the same cars, P9 and P13. All the guys on the hard tyres are running very, very closely together. You've got Masiek, who's actually looking to attack Ferry, I believe it was, but they've switched places.
Aldrich is attacking Super Thomas, but that didn't quite work. By the way, I have to say, Aldrich has gained 11 positions.
Oh wow, wait, let's check the position changes as well to give you guys a outlook of how things have gone so far. So you can see near to the bottom, you've got Jamie Morris, Patuka and Libenau, who have lost double-digit amount of positions, and you've got Aldridge, who's on the medium tires, actually on the back of the guys on the podium here on lap 5. So he's got a very, very big chance at a podium here. You probably expect that come towards the end of this race, he'll be very, very close to the top 3. He's on the back of Super Thomas at the moment, who I don't believe has DRS, so this should be a fairly easy move for the Williams driver. He activates the DRS and he's going to cruise past down the straight, but maybe Super Thomas isn't going to make it as easy for him. Yeah, no, he can't attack him. I'm not sure. Where's the second? Oh, there's 2 deception points.
Ferris overtook.
Yeah, so you can see now and he almost lost it. So the soft tires are starting to lose their grip now. The guys on the hards are most definitely going to be on their way here. And I just noticed, obviously, there's 2 detection points, so you could actually play that overtaking quite tactically in the race, as Ferret is actually derating.
But you have to think that the second DRS zone is it's so much more worse. Not a long braking zone, quite a risky move if you are
Yeah.
side by side. I wouldn't really wait for it personally, but I also got overtaken into turn 1.
Yeah, it's not as easy to overtake there. Yeah, it's not as easy to overtake.
You can do it if you still stay close enough through the last corner, then you can. But it really depends on the ERS. That's more about the ERS battle than into turn 1.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. And speaking about ERS, Aldi just got 78%. Murphy.
Everybody has 70.
Yeah, they've actually all saved their ERS quite well, the top 4 at the moment. Super Thomas is using it to try and hang on.
It sort of fits him because he had 90%, but he used like half of the straight his ERS. To be honest, he still has so much ERS that if he's going to pit, he should be using more. No, he's not going to pit.
So whichever McLaren is out in front will obviously get the priority on the stop. And you can see there in the background, that was Super Thomas jumping into the pit. So he's going to try and get an undercut on both these McLaren guys. One of them is most definitely going to lose out. As Murphy was having a little look up the inside of Champ there, but they're going to both come under pressure from Aldridge on these very, very nice looking medium tires. They may actually come under pressure before turn 4, I believe it is.
Super Thomas goes for hard, so he plays the safe game, which is actually quite smart, probably.
Yeah. I'm not sure about the safety car, the chances of a safety car, because obviously the barriers are all quite far away. Maybe unless...
Do we have reduced or standard?
I think it's reduced, so I believe safety car is reduced.
Okay, then it's really...
It's interesting because obviously last time out in, or at least in Ero F1, there's yellow flags. Is that Libano again? Or is that Eat My Dust? Somebody spun out.
I think it's My Dust, I think. Yeah, he looks to be gone as well. Oh, he has lost his whole front wing. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think he lost it coming out the first few corners. And you can see here that Aldridge is going to, he's most definitely, he probably will get past at this point. But one of the McLarens are going to pit as there's that's the Martin. Yeah, he's slowing down to let everybody through. And Murphy's actually attacking Champ. So Murphy's attacking his teammate, and Aldridge is going to try and dip underneath. But one of them is going to pit. It's going to probably be Champ that's going to come into the box on this lap. Surely he's going to pit. No, he doesn't.
No.
Oh, wow. So this is not going to end well for...
Oh, and Murphy got a bad exit. He was, for some reason, he took the inside line and he was really defending Aldridge there.
This is going to be very, very costly in regards to, at least in regards to track position. Obviously,
around the outside. No way.
Is he going to make the move stick? Obviously, he's got the better medium tires. It looks like he's going to get it done. Yes, he does. Those mediums are just so much better than the softs here on lap 8. And he might actually send it up the inside. Is he going to send it? Yes, he is. He goes outside. Can he make it stick though?
No.
They're going to go wheel to wheel. Champ's still trying to defend the inside, but surely he's not going to have enough grip to keep it together. Aldridge is going to make the move. Oh, yeah, it looks very easy for Aldridge on the mediums. But at the moment, this is obviously benefiting the man out in front. 5 seconds in the lead. That's Mo HD in the Red Bull. So I think, who was the man that pit? I believe it was... Yeah, it was Super Thomas, but he's currently down in P15, so he actually lost positions.
Behind Jamie, actually. Jamie, despite Jamie has undercuts.
Yeah, I think interestingly enough, Jamie put on the mediums. I probably would have assumed he would have gone for the hard tires and gone to the end, but you can see Aldridge took 6 tenths out of Mo just in that final sector alone. Not even final sector.
Surup has used the CRS and he's now at third. We believe he's going to pit as well.
Yeah, surely the Red Bull will be in the pits. We've only...
he used the RS.
Yeah, he's coming to the pits. You probably assume Champ will be on his way. Yep, and that means Murphy's going to have to bear another lap. That's what I was saying. I was thinking surely one of the McLarens are going to have to pit on lap 7. They both decided not to. So here on lap 9 now, you've got Murphy still on the soft tires. He's going to lose a lot of time on this lap. You can see he's already lost 1.8 seconds to Aldridge. You've got Woutinho still in this massive convoy of cars. All of these guys started on the hard tires. They're all basically running at the same pace. So it'll be interesting to see when they choose to pit. Where is the McLaren of Champ going to come out? So he's come up behind Super Thomas by 1.4 seconds. And yeah, but he's on the medium tires. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. He'll have to take those mediums about 20 laps, which I'm sure they will do.
And came right behind Miguel, so that's a bit of an annoyance.
And Aldridge has actually pulled away 2.6 seconds now to Murphy. Murphy's losing so much time. So watch the gap between P2 and P3. That will really tell you what the delta is for the tyres at the moment, because Murphy's softs will be shot. I'm sure he'll probably be nearing a puncture as well on those left-hand side tyres.
Yeah, I have to say, this is from old touch days, what I have to say. But the softs, at least for me, could do only maximum of 10 laps before getting to 75%.
Yeah, because I think, the softs probably not the tyre of choice.
Yeah, although it's the old touch, I must believe that Murphy is already having over 60% tyre wear soft, and it can really be seen. And he picks.
And this is Woutinho trying to make a move on Meilberg, so they're fighting over P6. Murphy's in the pits now, so it'll be interesting to see where he comes out.
He's using the RS.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where he comes out in reference to Champ. And they make contact!
Wait. From my POV, it looks like Woutinho turned too early, but I don't know.
Yeah, so big contact between Nahas and Woutinho. So unfortunately, that's going to put them well out of position. Massive. Yeah, they were actually running in quite a competitive area of the track to score some good points, but unfortunately, they've made big contact, and that will.
Syrup now has to overtake them.
Yeah, and he's going up the inside, and he makes the mistake. Woutinho's going to try and get the switch back, though. Woutinho might get, no, he doesn't get it. So, good move from the net race leader. Champ's actually come out 6/10 behind Super Thomas, and Murphy's come out 2.5 seconds behind his teammate.
Touch the inside curve, and he's going into the wall. Oh my goodness!
He's going to have massive rear wing damage, so that is probably going to be Woutinho out of the race.
And not a great reach on.
So not that was very big contact. I'm actually quite surprised he's not out of this race, but he definitely has rear wing damage. Unfortunately for him.
That was such a big contact. No way.
Yeah.
Ferris is now overtaking one. Yeah, this race has come from bad towards Woutinho.
Yeah, lap 10's not been a great lap. Masiak and Yome switching places. They're all battling all the guys on the hard, so they were letting it go.
Lekala overtook Masiak, and Yolmir was trying to get him at the same time, but just didn't manage to do it.
So both Alpines playing the team game. Well, actually, no, one Alpine. Sorry, the colours do confuse me quite a lot. As Hassan on the hards also trying to get involved in this battle. It's going to be.
Champ already passed us into the hairpin.
Yeah, so I think the most important thing for Super Thomas now will be to stay in Champ's DRS. If he can manage to do that, then in the last phase of the race, he will be on better tyres and potentially be able to make the move. I'm assuming we'll see.
Are still fighting.
Yeah, I was going to say, was Woutinho not going to pit? Is he not got rear wing damage, or is rear wing damage not a thing?
Rear wing damage is a thing, but you know that you can't fix it in this game.
Oh yeah, there's no point. You can't fix it. Okay, so it'd be interesting to see how long you can stay ahead of him.
I know, to be honest, I know one trick, but I'm not going to say. There is an interesting way. Let's say, could say game-breaking thing.
I'll speak to you after the stream about that one. But yeah, so this is actually currently the closest battle on the track. I think what we do actually want to keep an eye on, though, is are the guys that started on the hard tyres. So between P2 and P5, you've actually got Aldridge still out in front, and he's actually pulling away from these guys. So he's actually looking on for a very, very good result. He's obviously going to put on... Actually, if he goes far enough, he could well put on the soft tyres, but I don't think you actually want to go for the softs because they just wear...
Oh, Champ had me.
So quickly, Champ's gone well off the track. Yeah, he went very deep into the hairpin, and Jamie Morris just got the switch back. So obviously Jamie Morris had to pit after spinning out from P2, I believe it was, in this race.
And Woutinho and Ferris are still fighting. What is going on?
So you've got there's actually a few cars fighting at the moment, and Champ goes up the inside, and again Jamie Morris looks for the switchback, and is he going to get it though? Champ's going to try and keep his car on the outside, which then turns into the inside, and Jamie Morris is going to maintain the position. He's got the inside line. They're going to go side by side all the way down in towards the end of the first sector. Is Champ going to try and send it around the outside? You can see they're both using ERS, both quite deep on the brakes. They make a little bit of contact. Jamie Morris, they're squeezing each other a little bit, but they still manage to stay together, and Champ actually gains the position there. So good driving from both drivers, very clean. As there's a big battle going on around the back between, I think that's 3 cars, just Woutinho and Jericho. So Jericho positions being switched there.
Jericho lost 2 seconds because of that battle. Or no, like 1 second to Ferris because of that battle, and it's now...
Oh, Champ almost spun out. Oh! So Champ lost the rear there on the exit, and he actually almost collected Jamie Morris. That would have put him in the barrier. Fortunately, he didn't, and he lives to fight another day, but he won't get DRS. So Jamie Morris will be able to use this to his advantage and just save a little. You can see he's opening and closing his DRS.
I think he's trying to say something about teamwork. I guess it's...
Oh, maybe like I'll pull you along or whatever. We'll find out. They probably won't get that message as Champ's going to have the DRS activated now. Is it going to be enough to give him the run into turn 1? But is he going to go up the inside? No, yes, he does. Oh, they make contact.
I hope Jamie didn't get damage. No, he didn't.
Yeah, that looked like fairly heavy contact.
Yeah, maybe you were right about Champ not getting that message.
Yeah, exactly. As you can see, Yome actually getting past Masiak with the switchback. So the switchback looks like a very powerful tool at that corner. These guys have been on the hards for 12 laps. The gap between Aldridge and P1 and Lekala is actually 11.2 seconds now. So he's extending that lead. But obviously, the net race leader is Mo HD, who's down in P7. So we'll keep a very, very close eye on his progress. He's 1.4 seconds behind Patuca, who actually pit a little bit earlier on in the race for the medium. So it'll be interested to see if he can take those mediums to the end, or if they'll have to pit again for a new set.
Looks like Chinese wing and end plate is complete despite the contact, so that's good.
Yeah, the thing is, obviously, you can easily get light green damage, and that can cost you a lot more time than I think it should. As there's yellow flags. Who's that? Is that you? My dust is out.
Wait, what?
He's retired in the pits?
Oh yeah. Okay. I missed that message. The message didn't appear on my screen, so I was like, what?
Yeah, it didn't appear. It didn't appear on mine either. I was thinking, what's going on? So he's retired in the pits.
Oh, Hassan. No.
So the Red Bull looking for the move on the outside. But the Ferrari of Patuca is trying to make a move also. Is he going to get it done cleanly around the outside? He's probably going to have a little bit better traction. There's yellow flags being way behind. And is it Jamie Morris? Yeah, so something's happened.
I wonder if there has been contact.
Yeah, I think there may have been contact there between himself and Champ. And his tires are overheated.
His tires spun on the curb, or then there has been contact. Oh yeah, his rears are really running. Yeah.
His tires are screaming for life at the moment.
Done without the safety car now.
Oh, he's gonna lose it. He keeps it together. Oh, he's lost it. Yeah. That's. Oh, he's gonna go into the barrier. No, he keeps it out. So unfortunate stuff there for Jamie Morris. Quite a similar race to that of USA.
Yeah, he has lost it. He has lost his nerve now.
Yeah, so unless he can settle himself and get his car moving quickly, he's probably not got any chance for points in this race.
He almost collected Jesper there.
Yeah, he's back on track.
And again, and Mikkel hits him, and he's in the wall, and
he's out of the race.
That's
is that a safety car? Safety car.
Oh
wow! So Aldridge is going to take the lead of this race.
No.
All the guys on the hards are going to pit.
Wait, did Aldridge beat?
No, he missed the pit lane. Yeah, he beat the safety car, so he's gone round. He beat the safety car, yeah. So he just about beat the safety car. So Aldridge is probably going to take the lead of this race, but this plays into everybody who started on the hard tires, and unfortunately it means that Mo HD, all of his work is gone. What's happened there? Why is he slowing down?
Wait.
What? Wait.
Oh, there is a massive glitch on my
Oh my god.
screen.
Wait. What's happening?
Are you getting the same glitch? The same
Wait, what? Wait. I'm so confused.
This game. Yeah, we're seeing the
They're all in the.
same thing.
Everyone stopped in the pits. Wait. Okay, I'm not sure if this is the same for everybody else, but right now my game is bugging out completely.
Okay. So, okay, now I realize this. So everybody who is in the pits are glitching for us. Oh, yeah, something is... Yeah, everybody who are in the pits right now are glitching on our screens.
What is going on?
The lobby is fine, except that we cannot see when they are in the pits.
Okay then, yeah. I hope so, at least, as Malberg gets a drive-through. So Aldridge is probably gonna box. Right. But the only thing is he's gonna be on the hard tires.
Okay, I didn't definitely get that also on my screen. Okay, the lobby is glitched.
Yeah, the lobby is bugging, but everybody else is on new mediums, but Aldridge is gonna have to put on the hard tires because softs will not go to the end. So this is actually probably not the best case scenario for him.
Wait. So did he get that Malberg has a drive-through usage?
No, I think it was Malberg. Yeah, Malberg. He said he has a he's got a drive-through. I don't know how. But let's see if this glitch happens to Aldridge. We'll stay on board with him into the pits. As Mikulitsi can't chat due to any Mikulitsi disconnects. What's going on? Aldridge's gone for the softs. Oh my lord. Okay, so interestingly enough, the race leader has gone for the soft tires. There's 12 laps to go in this race. There'll probably be around 10 laps when the safety car comes in, but it looks like the field are quite closely bunched, so it might just be 11. We'll probably have one more lap under the safety car, and we'll be underway at the end of lap 17, so start of lap 18. So Aldridge catches the safety car. The rest of the guys now are on the mediums, which will comfortably go to the end. Liam Cross is the only man on the hard tires. Okay, Mikulitsi glitched. I think I'm still in the party, so yeah, I think you can probably rejoin whenever. Okay, wait 1 sec. So the lobby kind of glitched for a second, but I think we are great now. I think we are good now. Unfortunately, it's going to be an interesting race to the end because you've got obviously the man in first on softs, and then the man who was really probably the fastest on the track, which was Mo HD, is down now in P7 behind all of the guys on the hards who probably aren't as fast as him. So I believe we're going to be in for a fairly entertaining finish to this race. So like I anticipated, we'll probably have one more lap behind the safety car. You can see Liam Cross is out coming around the back of the track at the moment. So when he does catch the pack, he'll probably be maybe like into the middle sector. So we'll just wait and see how things do pan out. Sorry, when there's a safety car, I just use it as an opportunity to rest my voice slightly because I'm sure it's going to be a lot of carnage in not too long. And safety cars in this lap.
Invite me quickly.
Oh, you're not in the game? Shit.
I was trying to say it in the chat, but yeah, I might have to apologize because I feel like I might have been a part reason for that glitch. Feel like me, my internet starting to glitch might have caused the lobby to glitch for a couple of moments there. Are you still in here? Okay.
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Okay, I think Aldridge is gone. I think has he gone early? Yes, he's gone early. So he's not actually waited. So the race leader has chosen to go very, very early, and that probably would have caught everybody else out. So you'll see that the gaps might be considerable. You can see, I think that's Hassan there weaving to try and keep those mediums up to temperature. But there's going to be 10 laps to go. Aldridge is going to have to really pull out a gap in the first few laps to try and make sure that when those soft tires do switch off, he's got enough to hang on to it. Until then, we're going to keep a close eye on Mo, who was the net race leader. Mikalitsi, I think, I'm not sure what's going on with the, I don't know if maybe I couldn't hear him or, I'm not sure if he left the lobby, hopefully not. But yeah, we'll keep a close eye on Mo in the Red Bull, as he's probably the man with the most pace on the track, but he got caught out by the safety car. The gap out in front, 1.4 seconds. So again, he's probably going to have to get that gap up to anywhere near 5 or 6, 7 seconds to really have a chance of defending when his soft tires do actually fall off the cliff, because they will most definitely fall off the cliff. The question is when and not if. So this is at the moment the closest battle on the track. This has thrown a lifeline to Jericho, who obviously made very early contact with Jamie Morris on lap 1 going into turn 1. He's currently very close behind Super Thomas, using up his ERS, and he's going to try and go for a move, and this game keeps giving us rubbish angles, man. And he goes up the inside, and is he going to make it stick? Yes, he does. So it's a position gain. As you can see out in front, the gap is now 2 seconds between Aldridge and Lekala as Malberg comes into the box. I'm not too sure why, but he chooses to pit. I think he had the drive-through penalty. So unfortunately for the Haas, he's had to come into the box and serve that drive-through. I'm not too sure how he got it. Probably speeding in the pits, but Mo's still behind Masiek. I think if Mo wants to win this race, he's gonna have to get past the cars between, well, all of the cars ahead of him, obviously, but he needs to get up into P2 as soon as possible, because he's probably, again, got the most pace on the track, or at least he's shown the most impressive pace this evening. And he gets past Masiek there very aggressively up the inside. And now next up is his teammate. He's only 1.5 seconds up the track, but he's going to need to get into that DRS as soon as possible, because obviously, as I'm sure you understand, with these two very long straights, DRS is very, very powerful. So he wouldn't want to leave himself at a negative without the DRS. He really is going to have to push for it. You can see the gap is now 1.1. Obviously, DRS will be active on the next lap. The gap, there's yellow flags back down the field. What's going on there? And it's Libana who spun out again. So it's not been a very good race for the Aston Martins. And he may have made contact with Miguel there. He's also lagging behind, as Jericho's going defensive from the McLaren of Murphy. Is Murphy going to think to send it up the inside? No, he doesn't. He thinks Murphy backs out of it, as Ferret and Super Thomas are also fighting. DRS is enabled. The gap out in front, 3.5 seconds. Obviously, only 8 laps to go. It will probably be a very sharp drop off. As Super Thomas gets out of shape, and Ferret is going to duck under and take the position. Obviously, he's got the DRS activated. No, but Super Thomas is fighting. They don't have the DRS activated. Super Thomas goes up the inside, and Ferret's going to go for the switchback. And is he going to make it count? It looks like he is around the outside. A little bit of contact made there, but very good racing. And it looks like they're still going to go side by side, going all the way down into turn 4 or 5. I don't know how they count the turns going into the first sector. And Super Thomas maintains P11. Mo HD is now only half a second behind his teammate. So again, he's going to have to make very, very quick inroads. The gap out in front, 4 seconds. So Aldridge is really streaking away out in front. Remember, I said he's probably going to be looking for around 5-6 seconds for the gap that he'd want to all of these guys on mediums, because when his soft tires do fall off, they will fall off and they will not come back. So it's going to be... is it me lagging? I don't really know. I think I'm not sure if it's the lobby or if it's me, but everybody kind of jumped a bit there. I hope it's not me. That would be a bit strange. But I wonder if Hassan's maybe going to get out of the way of his teammate. He probably has no reason to be honest. So probably won't be seeing that as Champ gets past Masiek down the straight and Ferret gets past Super Thomas. So they're going to be battling closely again. It looks like the move is done. Yeah, the move is done quite early on in the straight for him. So the Red Bulls are going to fight, it seems. How aggressive is Mo going to be with his teammate? He's obviously faster than his teammate, but is he going to take a risk and send it up the inside or the outside around this track? There's quite a few ways to overtake. That's what we're going to have to be watching out for as we come to the close of this race in China. Is he going to send it? No, he doesn't. So he's waiting. You can see that he's got enough pace. He's probably going to try and wait for the DRS zone. His teammate actually has more ERS than him, so it's not like he's going to have a massive advantage in that case, because obviously Hassan also has got the DRS from Patuka up ahead, but then you've got the Williams and the Alpine of Yome and the Kala who are going to battle for P2 in this race. Hassan Patuka's just picked up a 3-second time penalty, so it's looking like a podium is probably unlikely for him. Champ 1.9 seconds behind Mo, so he's going to have no DRS, so it's going to be difficult for him to catch this pack of cars unless they start fighting quite frantically here. And again, Hassan, you can see Hassan's got quite a lot of straight line speed there. Is he actually going to try and attack Patuka? It looks like he might. Is he going to send it up the inside? He might smell a small opportunity come towards the apex, and you can see Yome and Lekala switching places there in P2. Yome goes up into second position, Lekala down to third. The gap now to the leader, 5.5 seconds. He's been on those soft tires for 5 laps, so I think he's actually going to come. No, Yome goes a little bit defensive, so he's not going to try and attack him, but you can see there that's from P2 all the way down to P6. And this isn't going to help any of their chances at a victory if they do battle, but it will help Aldridge take his first victory of the season. Obviously, he's had 2 podiums so far, yet to have a win. This will be the third different race winner if he can make it happen. Mo HD still sitting cautiously behind his teammate who goes defensive, but he's going to try and make it around the outside. I'm not sure if this is team orders. It doesn't look like it is, but Hassan did go defensive on the inside. I think he may have let his teammate through there. We're going to find out very, very shortly if he does try to attack him in this middle sector. But again, this is probably the all-important phase of the end of this race. Mo going a little bit wide there, because if he can potentially get past these next 3 cars in the next couple of laps, he can begin to close in on the leader, as I believe that's Jesper that spun out, unfortunately for him. I'm not sure if that was contact or not. You can see that actually Champ has actually managed to close up to the back of these guys, so very, very impressive pace from Champ, and Masiek also holding on in that DRS zone. Jericho's now made his way up into P9, so great recovery drive from him. Jesper gets a 3-second time penalty, and this is the battle for the podium positions. Yellow flag in sector 3, and I think it's still Jesper who's probably struggling. He may have lost his front wing as Lekala goes a little bit deep. He might come under pressure from Patuka, who looks to the inside, but he's actually, I think that was a D-rate. I'm not sure if it was D-rating there. No, he wasn't. And an easy move for Patuka. Yes, he is D-rating. Is Mo going to try and make a cheeky move up the inside? He gets his front wing in, and is he going to make it stick? Good racing there. They're giving each other enough room. This may present... Oh, and he's out. He's out of the race. He spun out. He's lost his wing. So all of that work has gone down the drain. Mo HD spun out. I think he's reset to the track. And that is essentially that. I think we've got Jesper retiring in the pits. As Hassan pushes Champ onto the grass. Very unfortunate there for Mo HD. But if you have a look at the gap in the top left, you could actually see that Yome is starting to close in on Aldridge. He's taking a few temps out in this middle sector. So this is going to be the time where Aldridge is going to start suffering from tire wear on those soft tires. So can Yome actually take his first victory of the season here? Patuka is actually now out of the DRS, and he's really closing in on the race leader, who's got a lot of ERS spare, but his tires will be absolutely screaming for dear life, and he'll be hanging on for dear life because only 5 laps to go. Can he make it his first victory of the season? We're going to have to wait and see. It's not too long. Hassan's derating down the straight. Champ's going to have a little smell up the inside, and he gives him enough room. Good. Oh, he's lost the rear. So a lot of drivers struggling with the rear tyres. That's very unfortunate for Champ. He had a very good drive up until now, but unfortunately he's going to drop outside of the points and effectively, well, he's down in P14 now. So his good work, unfortunately, has gone down the drain, but we keep a close eye on that gap between P1 and P2, currently standing at 4.9, 4.8 seconds. It's going to be the middle sector, which will tell us whether or not Aldridge will be able to hold on as Miku rejoins me. Are you in the lobby? Hello?
I can't believe Champ has done that.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Mo's retired in the pits. Okay, so good thing you're in the lobby. So yeah, wait, are you in the lobby?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool.
Fine. I just had to try to reach on 10,000 times.
Oh, okay, no worries. Yeah, so Yome, you can see he's taken about half a second out of Aldridge in this middle sector, more like 2 tenths, but it will probably become half a second. Aldridge is really going to have to nurse those tyres to the end. Can he do it? What do we think in the chat? Do we think that he's going to hang on to the race victory?
Oh, no, nothing. But I was wondering about his tyre strategy. His tires are going to be over 10 laps old. He must be okay. He has way...
Yeah, he's going to struggle, but...
he has way lighter car, but he's still going to be at like...
No, his tyres are still... You can see in the last 2 laps, Yomi's taken about a second out of him, and that gap, that delta is just going to grow and grow. So Yomi could be in for a race victory. He's just going to be seeing Aldridge grow bigger and bigger on his screen. Again, the people in the chat, what do you think is going to happen? Who do you think is going to win this race? Please feel free to let us know. It's going to be a very, very close call. Only 3 laps to go. Yome is still taking more and more time out of the leader as you've got Hassan and Lekala switching places. This is all going to decide effectively the podium. Masiek still very, very close behind with Jericho Balgos in P7. The gap between the top two, 4.2 seconds. Liam, who got to pit under the safety cars, now battling down in P11 with Coutinho and Miguel. But the most important battles are going on here in the top 7 with Jericho also, who's took a fairly hefty hit at the start of the race. He's managed to battle back up into P7, but you look at the gap out in front, it's now 3.7 seconds. So Aldridge...
Yellows, somebody has spun. AlphaTauri Super Thomas has binned it.
You can even hear that Aldridge is really, really gingerly on the throttle. So this is probably going to come down. I don't think he'll actually get to the last lap. I say lap 27. Yome will probably be on the back of Aldridge fighting for the lead. Whether or not that will bring anybody else into play, we'll have to wait and see. Jericho Balgos looking to make the move up the inside of Masiek. They're going to go wheel to wheel, and they do stay on track, so good fight in there, and it looks like he's going to get better traction as well. Masiek, I don't think will want to send it up the inside there. He doesn't. Jericho Balgos on a pretty big charge at the moment. Is he going to actually... Is he going to make it onto the podium? So I lost my trail of thought for a second there. Is he going to make it onto the... No, that's right. Is he going to make it onto the podium? He probably could, bearing in mind that the guys up ahead of him do have time penalties. The gap out in front, you'll see this middle sector, so give it about 30 seconds. It'll probably be around 2.5 seconds because Aldridge is really not pushing a lot. You could hear it when we were following him on board. He's really not using a lot of his throttle, because if he does, those rear tires will burn up. But you're going to see the gap close and close and close and close in the next few corners. 2.9, 2.8. Is he going to get 2.7? Yes, it is.
Yalmir is going to get his only chance in the last lap. He's not going to get a chance yet next lap.
I think he'll get it next lap. I think lap 27, I think he'll have the DRS on lap 27, and he'll have maybe about 3 opportunities to attack Aldridge, who's been trying to save his ERS, but he probably can't save it too much because if Yome rocks up behind him, the ERS is not going to save him, not with the condition his tires are in.
Petuka still hasn't got the DRS.
Oh wow, he's got no ERS whatsoever, but Petuka could actually play his way in.
He lost it at the start of last lap, so...
But he's probably going to get it back now. Yes, he's going to get it back. So this could also bring Petuka into play. We may have a 3-way battle for the lead. Obviously not taking him the penalties into account. Yome is derating, so Yome was really using that ERS quite aggressively there.
But so is Petuka. And Aldrich still has Aldrich isn't using pretty much any ERS.
No, but Aldrich, he's going to be the only... So his only saving grace will be his ERS. But in that middle sector, he's going to be an absolutely sitting duck. You've got Jericho Balgos still behind Lekala. He can't make an impression, but the gap out in front is 1.7 seconds.
Yeah, Yarmir is going to get the DRS, but he won't get the chance to overtake on this lap. He's going to have the 2 DRS zones on the last lap. That's
you might be right. He's going to have to set it up. You can see it there. We're going to have a massive battle for the lead. He's going to have to really set up the overtake because he's gonna
push now.
He's not actually gonna get the DRS now. He's not gonna get it, and Aldridge has got enough ERS to probably pull a little gap down the straight. So it might all come down to the last lap as there's yellow flags. Is that Miguel? So unfortunately for Miguel in the Alpine, he is spun and he is now down in P13. But
Aldridge should use his ERS now.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's not done it, and it means that Yome is probably going to get DRS. Petuka's also got DRS. What's he going to do though? Very late on the brakes. So we're going to have a 3-way battle for the lead here on the last lap. And Jericho Balgos gets past Lekala. I honestly couldn't tell you who's going to win this race. As Yome got a bit aggressive on the inside curb, you might actually lose the position to Petuka on the last lap. They've got the leader inside, up ahead. They're going to go wheel to wheel down into turn 1. And they're going to give Aldridge the race victory. It looks like they're going to keep it clean. Petuka, they're going to go wheel to wheel, and you've got Aldridge up ahead on old soft tires. They're banging wheels, but Aldridge is defenseless. Surely, if they get the DRS and Petuka gets past, so Petuka makes his way through, is this going to give Aldridge the race victory? Petuka goes defensive, and you can see Aldridge is almost like a snail up ahead. You've got Hassan just behind him, P4, Jericho Balgos, P5. They're all on the same piece of track here. Who's going to win this race? I have no idea. Oh my God.
Oh, Petuka played a bad...
What's happened? My game, my screen's frozen. Oh!